Most of the time, when you're trying to achieve a worthy goal, your brain is like, oh my gosh, do you think I could do this? This is too much. If you're able to be grateful for the goal that you are about to achieve, pinch yourself in gratitude, then you're ahead of the game. In order for manifestation to work, people have oversimplified this idea. There are books after books written on it that creates the illusion that it just happens like that. That is not true for so many people. So the steps that I'm sharing with you, it is so important, starting with hunger. If you don't have hunger to achieve your goal, it's highly likely you will not achieve your goal. So it all starts with hunger. So there are people, including me, starting with me, who tried to achieve a goal. And I really did not have a hunger, but I thought, this feels good if I could achieve it. And then I kept on visualizing, and it didn't happen. So if you don't have hunger, you lost the game already. So start developing this habit of hunger to do more, to do better, to create more value and help more people. If you're in business, to create more value for masses. So let's say we have hunger under control, as in you have hunger, not hunger under control. Then the next step is normality. It sounds like a simple idea, but it's the counterintuitive idea. Most people tell you that when you're trying to manifest something, when you're trying to practice law of attraction, the idea that you will attract what you focus on, what you send energy towards most of the time. When you try to do this practice called law of attraction, which I want to change that vocabulary to something called co-manifestation. That is a vocabulary that I use, and I'll tell you why in a second. But before that, you need to feel that that goal is normal. So if you know Hollywood actors like Matthew McConaughey or Denzel Washington, or people who have won multiple Oscars, one or multiple Oscars, for them, if they are winning an Oscar, it's a normal thing for them. They are excited about it. They're grateful for it, but it's a normal thing for them. Like for an actor or actress who's already extremely successful. So when you're showing overexcitement about your goal, when you're showing over enthusiasm about your future goal, you are telling your subconscious mind, you're telling the universe that you don't deserve this. You're not ready for it. Because it always feel like you are not up to the mark to get to it. Because you're so excited. You got a, award from your district, and you cannot even handle that. How could you win Oscar? That is the overexcitement. So we need to control our excitement. I know this is not what normal people say, most people say. I want you to control your excitement and convert that into wonder and curiosity. So one of my clients I was talking to recently, her name is Misty Morrison, and she said, and this might feel like the opposite of what I'm saying. It's not, right? So she manifests her future, imagine her future, so real. And she is like, I'm pinching myself. Is this real? Is it beautiful? Like, this is so beautiful. It's so real. That's wonder. Wonder is not overexcitement. That's a difference. Wonder is filled with curiosity. You're so thrilled. You're so grateful. You're pinching yourself. That is okay. Overexcitement, not okay. It needs to feel normal. So you're pinching yourself in wonder. That is so real. It's normal for you, which is a second thing that stopped. So I was like the overexcited type all the time. I was like getting so excited about like future goals, and I like share it with everybody. And then my dopamine, your brain has an area called nucleus accumbens that controls the regulation of dopamine. So my dopamine, which is the happiness hormone, let's call it a happiness hormone, And this happiness hormone was activated while I was sharing the goal. One more time. This happiness hormone was activated while I was sharing the goal. Because of that, my potentiality for taking action went down. So I am just mouth actioning, I'm just talking and then doing nothing for achieving the goal. Obviously, the goal did not manifest without an action. We'll talk about action in a second, but I would like you to understand that normality, as in not having overexcitement, over dopamine in our body, while we talk about our goal. Because if you have too much dopamine in your body while you talk about your goal to 1,000 people, then your body will start to think that you already achieved this goal and it doesn't need to work on it. There's no action needed on it. You see that? That is a tricky place where I lost a lot of opportunities at that time. Next one is celebration. Why celebration? Because most of the time, when you're trying to achieve a worthy goal, your brain is like, oh my gosh, do you think I could do this? This is too much. And if your brain is in from that place of, oh, do you think I'm going to succeed or am I going to fail? Succeed, fail, succeed, fail. You are in the paradigm of failure, success, failure, success. So that in order to break through this paradigm of success versus failure, we need to transcend this journey of success versus failure. So for that, we introduce a new thinking into your psyche, into your neurology. How do we do that? We do that by bringing the celebration model. Instead of asking, am I going to be successful doing this? Am I going to fail doing this? You're asking, how am I going to celebrate when I achieve this goal? This might feel like, what's a big deal? Like, that doesn't even make sense. What's the difference there? Here I am saying, am I going to succeed? Am I going to fail? Both are in failure success paradigm. You are still trapped into failure or success. Versus when you are asking, when I am successful, how am I going to celebrate? All of a sudden, it pre-assumes that you are successful. That is a beautiful way to transcend your fear, to find your highest next self. Your job is to find that higher self. Today, you might be a dreamer. You want to achieve a big goal. That doesn't happen just like that. You need to learn to celebrate and achieve your goal. So once you show your brain, your body, your mind, hey, we are going to have a celebration when I achieve this goal. Cool, let's do that. That is the third thing that I missed because I was not a celebrating person. I was like, why celebrate? What's the big deal about it? Just go to the next goal and achieve the next thing and move on. You get tired after some time. The next is gratitude. I know you might have heard about gratitude from 1,000 people. You might be already writing gratitude journal and so on and so forth. But see this slightly differently. I'll show you a different view about gratitude. So when I talk about gratitude, you are pre-grateful for achieving your goal. Pre-grateful for achieving your goal. Imagine that you achieved your goal already and you're grateful ahead of time that you already achieved the goal. So if you're able to be grateful for the goal that you are about to achieve, pinch yourself in gratitude, then you're ahead of the game. There's one more thing that you could do. There are goals in your life that you achieved that you probably were not grateful for. Maybe you forgot about it and you're like, that's not a big deal. It's not that you are ungrateful to universe or God. It's that you probably are ungrateful to yourself. What does that mean? It means that you're like, what's the big deal about it? I do this normal. I want 3 Oscars. I'm like, one more. I made $100 million. Okay. What's the big deal? Money is nothing anyway. I thought I was going to be happy, but I'm not happy. I bought this fancy car. It's a big deal. That underestimates it. It kills the hunger. It goes back to hunger. right? It kills the hunger. And then we are like, what's the big deal? The moment we lose gratitude, we lost the magic of life.